Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? Cub here and welcome back to our Tekkit classic Let's Play adventure. Hope you folks are doing very well, and I thank you so much for returning, even though I kind of cheaped you out on that last episode. Hey, you know what we call that in the business? That's a cliffhanger. That's how we get you to come back for the next video. So if we take a look at our generator, you see it is empty. It is completely emptied out into our bat box. We can get more energy than that though. Let's grab a bit more coal. 18 pieces might be a bit much. Let's just throw, I don't know, maybe 4 pieces in there. It's burning 1 right now, and then we get another 3. So that will immediately empty into our bat box. It won't even fill up the internal battery. It'll go straight to our bat box. We want to make sure, you know what, just put it all in there. We want to make sure we got plenty of power for when we get our machines running. It's going to be a good time. I've got some rubber going up here because we're going to need it. And I've created, you know, just a few of the different ores that we're going to, a few of the different ingots that we're going to need today, because we're going to build the Macerator. At long last, we're going to have the Macerator. It's going to require some flint, some cobble, a machine block, things that we've seen before, and in fact, we're going to need 2 machine blocks, so we'll go ahead and create both of those, because we're going to be building 2 machines today. I'm not going to cheat you all out again. Well, possibly I might. I make no promises at the end of the day. Some other things we're going to need, though, is we're going to need some cobblestone. We're going to need some flint. We've only got 1 piece, but we can get quite a few if we turn in a bucket. Because what are we going to do with a bucket? Nothing. What we need... Oh, we've already got some flint in there. Excellent. We get quite a bit of flint. Lots of flint. Good. We don't need that much, but doesn't hurt. Now, the one big scary part of this build is going to be this electronic circuit. This is our first electrical device because really, when you think about it, this guy here is just your bog standard generator. Not a whole lot of electric, well, it generates electricity, but in a very non-electrical fashion. It's not like a computer. You know, it's like your basic generator and your basic bat box. It's just a battery. No, not a whole lot of techie computer biz going on. But this changes everything. This is our electronic circuit. And in order to build that, we're first going to have to build some more cables. So that is why I have been working tirelessly to get us some. I thought I made more than this. 4. Yeah, we're going to need a bit more. We're going to have to... what can we get for a stack of flint? What will you give us, good sirs? If we just feed the flint in there, can we get some sticky resin? We can get 10 pieces of sticky resin. Excellent. We'll toss that up there with a couple more pieces of coal. I know we're not doing the most efficient job we could be doing with our coal, but it is what it is. It'll be better once we get our electric machines running, because of course, the electric machines only use the amount of electricity they need, and then they stop running, whereas this will just continue to burn the coal. Sad day. Not an issue for us right now, though. Not what we're doing. So what we gotta do is we gotta get some of these, a couple of these, and a bit of this. And of course, then we gotta fix it, because that's not right at all. The correct build is you gotta put the refined iron in there. I have none, though. You would think this is something I would have had sorted out before we got started. Hi, let me just interject here. I'm going to need a bit of this, please. Could you just cook that up for me real fast? That'd be fantastic if you could. Generator is now full. Bat box is now full. Good deal. Okay, you keep working on that. Ooh, actually, well, I mean, I don't mean to be a bother, but we are going to need, I don't think we need, oh, you know what, why not? We'll just go ahead and do this over here by itself. In fact, we'll get all of this, and we'll just do it all but 1 piece. We'll just do all of this. Okay, while that's happening, let's go ahead and try this again. We should get just enough cables. Nope, that's not right. There we go. A bit of redstone that'll give us our electronic circuit. Exciting stuff, am I right? Then we need to place our machine block up here, and I think I called it a casing last time. My mistake. I don't think too many people were upset by that, though. A bit of cobble to either side, and that'll give us our Macerator, and this is the single most important machine for early game. Macerating, it's good, it's fun. Macerating, it produces a lot of great material. Macerating, boys, girls everywhere, get to macerating. We're going to put our Macerator right here, and the first thing you'll notice is by placing it directly next to our furnace, it will draw power both from the furnace and from the cabling we ran behind it. Not that big of an issue, except it will mean the generator will periodically turn on. We can't move it though, because we don't have a wrench to move it with, although at the end of this episode, we will have the materials we need to do that. So, speaking of which, let's grab some copper ore. Let's throw a piece of copper in there. What's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, it's gonna make this terrible sound. Like you put a whole bunch of rocks, like gravel, loose gravel, into a trash can and then rolled it down a hill. That's essentially the sound you're hearing right now. It is very annoying. No, I don't like it. What is it doing? I'm glad that you asked. It's basically like putting copper ore into a tin can, rolling it down a hill. It's going to sift it out. It's gonna turn it into copper dust is what it's gonna do. And then of course you can smelt the copper dust into copper ore, which is what we're going to do, because right now it's only worth 85 EMC, which isn't bad by itself, but it'll be worth more when it's in bar form. As you can see, it'll be worth the exact same. Wait a minute. What's the point if it's going to have the exact same EMC? Why bother even smelting it? What would be the... There is no point. We could just automatically, using magic, change this into copper bars. I think that's what we'll do. Now, we will go ahead and build the furnace anyway, even though, you know, whatever. But we will go ahead and do it anyway, because it's a useful... The electric furnace, there it is. We're going to have to furnace other things in the future anyway, so we might as well. So for the electric furnace, we just have to have an iron furnace, a couple of redstone, and another electronic circuit. I thought that we would need another machine block, which we don't, and I'm fine with that. If we don't need another one, I don't want to have to make another one. We're going to need quite a bit of EMC, though, in order to get the additional iron, unless I have some lying around. I do not have any. We could get some more. If we went ahead and took some of this iron, you start doing that. Be useful, I say. Be useful. We'll go ahead and we'll take our copper flint, throw it in here. How much does that give us? 200? Okay. Enough for a single iron ingot. Well, we're going to also have to make some more cables. So it's a good thing we've been making some more rubber. We'll go ahead and we'll get those immediately. Alright. And there's the additional cables we need. The rest of this can be used to get that additional iron. Again, it won't be enough, but it's a stone. Oh, too bad we can't use redstone. That's a darn shame. Not enough. A step in the right direction, though. How much do we have? We have 2. Now we have 3. Now we have 4. We're getting there. Ooh, buckets. Buckets are good. We'll do buckets then. We'll toss some buckets in here. And... oh, we're close. We've got 7 now. We just need a little bit more. Not doing much with trees, seeds, and indigo flowers. We don't need any of these things. And then if we sacrifice some meat to the cause, we'll be able to get our final iron ingot and create our iron furnace, which again, early game, not a bad upgrade, but we can do better. We're also going to have to build another electronic circuit. Fortunately, we know how to do that. Unfortunately, we don't have another refined iron, and we're going to have to get one. Oh, thank goodness. See, I forgot I even did that, but it worked out for us in the end. That'll give us our other electronic circuit, and then it's just a matter of, ooh, an induction furnace. That could be fun in the future, but not right now. One baby step at a time here. We'll surround that, whoom, electric furnace, and then we can plug that in right here, and again, we must not break it, because that wouldn't end well. Electric furnace, it does what you think it would. It cooks things up using electricity, which is far superior to just doing them in the furnace. In fact, so much more so. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of both of these. We no longer need them. Look at that. So we're clearing up space already. We got that much more space inside of our lovely little abode. And we've got our first few machines, and it looks pretty good from the inside. From the outside, well, from the outside there's work to do, but we can make that look good if we tried. So we've got a ton of iron dust now, which is good. We can throw all that in here, and we could get some iron ingots if we wanted to. We could get a number of other things as well. Not going to worry about that. Now, for the sake of having an example, we're going to go ahead and just throw some iron dust in here. As you can see, for every one of these, you get 2 dusts, and 2 dusts will, of course, make 2 bars. So macerating is the vastly superior form of ore processing. The furnace was not going to be part of our ore processing ever since I came to the conclusion that you can just throw things in here. And look at this, we just get EMC. Look at that, that's great. We can just have all the iron we need. We can have all the flint we need. We can have all the stone we need. Fantastic. And with that, we are done for today. This episode, don't be upset with me. I did think it would be longer, but apparently I was wrong. Now, I'm going to get to work macerating all of these ores into dust, so we'll have them in the future. Up next, I've been thinking about what we might look at, and I know where people usually go with this, where Brashiat Cub and them usually go, but I want to take a different approach. And by the way, just so you folks know, I've gotten a few comments from people saying, hey, wait a minute, aren't you Brashiat Cub? And of course not, I am Cub Games. I have always been Cub Games, for as far back as I can remember. As far back as I can remember is the first Prelude episode. That's weird. I know I have other memories, but I don't remember them. That is strange. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Thank you folks for watching. Until next time, God bless you and I'll see you later. Bye! Welcome back to Minecraft Weekly. We're getting much closer to the release of the Minecraft Weekly mod pack, which I am very excited about. As you can see here, I have not done my proper sorting of items. Usually I kind of sort through the items a bit